All right, folks, we are about to get started back into Crimson Desert. Now, full understanding, I have been meandering through this game, and I'm 23 hours in. I haven't completed a ton of missions. I've been exploring. I've been interacting with NPCs. I've been collecting bugs. I've been exploring the outside and inside of buildings. I've been fighting bandits. I've been learning what my horse will and will not jump over, or finding out how to glide properly with this crow wingsuit, with everything that this game is pumping out for players to enjoy. I have been enjoying myself quite a bit. It is impressive to see a game like this even exist, but it's not going to be something that every gamer is going to be able to get into and enjoy. And I think the biggest barrier for players is going to be how much time they have. Alright, welcome, Dried Moss here. We are going to be spending at least 2 hours, and we're going to spend a bunch of hours today, tomorrow, and maybe some of Sunday. It is Friday, the 3rd of April. I hope your month has kicked off and is giving you everything that you hope that you can get done in the month of April. Let me check and make sure I've got good lighting here. And if I don't, I might need to adjust some stuff, but I'm just going to check a couple of lighting configurations here on my own, and I'm going to be looking at my YouTube display, and then I'm also going to be looking at my OBS, and it looks like I'm lit. And when I mean lit, I mean lit on this game. Okay, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and jump in. Again, I am a meandering player. That's what you're going to see. That's what you should expect. I am going to be keeping notes, and those will from time to time pop up over in this tab here, and I'll be keeping all of these notes as I play. I do this for a lot of my games, and as you hear me talking about my thoughts about the game, which I would say is mostly good, I'm going to try to find out where the negatives are as well. I'll try to, if I scrolled through here, we'll probably get into some negatives, things that I think are poorly executed or just need a different perspective or pass from the development team. But the development team have already put in the extra effort to release updates on the regular, so they are not allowing the game to just sit. They're going to make it better and better and better. So I have been I just came up on this ship. I think it's nearby. I just came up on this ship. I don't know if I'll be able to swim out there. Maybe ship to ship could be possible. I think maybe once my stamina gets up to a point where I can swim further, but I could also, what looks like being able to leapfrog from boat to boat. I kind of want to go out there right now. I don't think that I'll make it though. So first things first, just gonna try to get as close as we can here. And it looks like there's some boats that are close enough. As long as I can climb up on these boats, I should be okay. And I've got this town right here that I just came upon. Let me show you where we're at on It'd be nice if there was some sailing. Maybe there is sailing, I just haven't unlocked it yet. It looks like I can get all the way over there because there's plenty of islands, I guess you would call them, in the form of boats that I can leapfrog to. And let me show you where I'm at. I'm right here. In this tiny spot. In this tiny spot further out, I guess this is considered the boat. I might not even be able to get out to the boat. It may just say, "Oh, you've gone too far." We're gonna see. But you can see this is where I've explored. This chunk. My 23 hours has been spent in this chunk of the map. And we have everywhere you see that is gray, I have not explored. My feet have not touched. And I would say half of my time has just been spent here in this city doing quests, talking to NPCs. The other half has been just going to a mission location, which populated some of that map, but I haven't really explored each of these buildings. Some of them maybe, but this is 23 hours in, and there's the magic number. At least it seems like there's a magic number, and I apologize. This seems like really, really bright here. It seems to me that there is a magic number of 100, and you'll get a lot of reviews that will say they've hit that magic 100 hour. I guarantee you they have not. They have not spent the time exploring. Like, I've been exploring the nooks and crannies of crashed ships along this rock face, and that's just here. That's probably a good hour of me just exploring and finding chests and finding finding cool waterfalls and enjoying that moment. Now, that's what I think will really, just look at, I don't know. It's hard to explain my perspective of what makes a game fun. And what are those mines? I'm noticing that there's some stuff popping up. I don't think I'm getting to this ship. There seems to be something popping up here. Now, are those to keep bigger ship? Oh, we're about to find out something here. It's either going to go swimmingly. I don't think I can make it to that location. I wish I could do and there may be. Maybe if I get up to the top of that right there, I can glide down. I'm very curious about these things in the water, though. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the ship. Yeah, I'm going to run out of stamina. I'm pretty sure these are explosive. Okay, yes, it is. Stay away from ship. Not saying I can't get to the ship by other means, but it ain't going to be that way. That's got to be somewhere I can get to. And I'm thinking that island right there will let me glide over. You think? You think? Alright, let's get back. Okay, I do have a double jump now. Hello, Muffin. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm streaming early today. I'm going to be streaming a lot today and a lot tomorrow. And a little bit on Sunday. How are you, Muffin? Thank you so much for taking the time to come by and say hi. I wish there's not, at least for me, from what I've gotten so far, there's not much of a flight. There's more of a glide. I've seen people manipulate the way that this character can take command of flight, but right now for me it's just a glide. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it, guys. Oh, it's going to be close. I think I run out of health. It starts biting into my health. Okay, good. Whew. Alright, this town I saw. We'll see how busy it is at night. This town I saw from up there. And when I rounded this corner and saw this town, I was like, those are the kind of eureka moments that are really great about this game. Alright, let's see if this is a friendly town or if I'm going to be fighting. Hello! Oh wait, that's a friendly banner. Okay, it is a friendly banner. Whew! Friendly, let's see if we can take some arrows here. Sometimes you get to take this stuff, and sometimes it's a big no-no. But it's not even giving me the option to take it, so I'm not. So for me, I would spend hours just in this town talking to NPCs. The NPCs actually teach you things. A lot of them teach you things, and it might just be 2 lines of, hey, that particular type of collectible resource, fruit, vegetable, fish, flora, fauna is something that you might want to pay attention to, or they'll teach you how to use a mining axe, or they'll teach you how to just inhabit the world that they themselves are inhabiting. It does look quiet. So actually talking to NPCs feels rewarding. I said that with a questionable tone, but there is a lot of not only lore but gameplay systems that the NPCs are kind of holding on to. I don't know how the game does it. I don't know if it gives it to a particular NPC, because there's some named NPCs that move around the town. They're not just locked and their feet bolted into the first place you meet them. I found them in different towns or different places that I originally met them. So if only Sea of Thieves were a little bit more like this game, Black Desert, sort of slice of life vibe, that would be very cool. No, I think I think Sea of Thieves is totally it has its own slice of life. I don't know why it didn't get its hooks into me as for longer. But I could live in that game, just waking up and I don't think it's a like life simulation kind of. This game is a little bit closer, but I see what you mean. This game is I'm at a loss for words sometimes, and it's going to be the next standard. I guess like Baldur's Gate might have been. I know Baldur's Gate is good. I haven't played much of Baldur's Gate. Maybe one of these days I will. The farthest I've gotten is the beach where the tentacle ship crashes into, and never left that beach. What's up, kids?
I heard calico cat. Doesn't it sound magical? A cat with 3 colors in its fur? I'm gonna sneak
I need to
the coop to see if there are any eggs.
Most of the time the kids say they hate the bandits. Like they're gonna pay for what they've done. Yeah, I mean the lives, like look at this right here. These little chicks and their mom. There's a bunch of this. I remember being in Hernan City, which is sort of that place that I've been talking about spending most of my time in the game. Go over here. Again, I've spent 10 hours in this game, in this section of the map alone, and like these really unique interactions. One of them was this just swarm of cats running out of an alleyway. It may have been the inside of a house, I'm not sure, but just a swarm of cats. I've seen NPCs walking a yak or a bull or a cow carrying resources, and I don't know if the cow was having trouble navigating or the NPC was, but it looked like they were naturally having trouble. Not that the pathing algorithm or the coding was having trouble. Maybe it was, but it didn't look unnatural. They weren't like running into walls. They were kind of, the bull was trying to navigate and find its way, but in a natural way. And then all the NPCs, they react to the player. I don't think in a amazingly new way. It just feels more natural, I guess, and not.
Speak clearly now.
See, what I would like to know is, as you speak and greet NPCs, you get this trust value. I originally thought it was, so underneath my picture here, right down here, there's a map. I cover it up so you don't see it, but I see it. It's not in my periphery. It's in my periphery, but it's not like plastered in front of me. It allows me to look at everything that's in front of and above me without like the mini-map being in the top right or top left corner. So I like that it's down here. I know some games allow you to move it to different locations, but it's by default down here, which I think is a good choice. So it allows everything at the top to be clear. I thought this little bar down here in the very beginning of my play, I thought it was my rapport and my fame with the NPCs in the town, but it's not. It's a weather system. It tells me how hot or cold the player is. And if it starts to dip down into the cold, the edges of the screen will start to frost over. But what I'd like to see is if there's a fame system that makes the NPCs, because sometimes the NPCs will talk to me like I'm a stranger, but sometimes they'll say, well met, or they change their mannerisms. I'm wondering, and this can't be, it's something I'd like to track, because I like taking a lot of data down, is like this NPC right here riding this horse. I don't think he has his own trust level. Sometimes they have a name. Generally when they have a dot, like this wandering free sword, if I greet him,
A fine harvest.
he gets trust +5. But is that trust +5 for this town? Or is that trust +5 for just him? I think it's for the town. I don't see how it could possibly be for every NPC, but it's not something I've tested. It's certainly something I'd like to try. Perhaps the bandits did something bad. Yeah, there's so many systems that I have yet to explore in this game. These red spots here are bandits, or they're surrounded by bandits. If I can clear them, then I think they go away from being red, because I remember coming up on this and it was red, but now it doesn't have any bandits around it, so it's not red anymore. But I know for sure there was this location right here used to have this ember nest beacon used to be occupied by bandits, but I cleared it, so now it is white. And also the faction banner is applied to it, so now the faction from this city is now patrolling this area, so pushing back the bandits. Maybe there's some, I think they're just causing havoc on the roads, and I've seen them. I've not only seen bandits with prisoners, but I've attacked those bandits and then freed the prisoners. And that seems to spread out the positive vibe that I guess this particular character, of 3 characters, and there's 2 other characters I haven't even touched yet. There's so much. I haven't even scratched the surface, I would say. It's like I'm still unwrapping it. I'm still unboxing this. What's up, Putty Cat? What's up, Putty Cat? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's up, Putty Cat? What's up? I'm gonna name you. No, I'm not. I can't name. At least I don't know. Look how... There must have been like very large cats. Since we've domesticated animals, maybe they've just gotten tinier. Maybe they're closer to... or humans are smaller and have gotten bigger. Yeah, I know. It's a hard life. +5 trust with the cat. Now see, I said that the trust bar that shows whenever you interact, I imagine maybe I'll get another +5 if I sit here and pet this cat more. But now, does this particular cat have its own trust level? And then, yeah, now I get +5 with this cat. Now see how it has its image? Now I'm at 10 with this cat. What happens when you've maxed out your trust? Does the game track that for every NPC? Oh, then it hisses at me. What? I just petted you, and you were like purring. This is what I've enjoyed doing. I'm testing what are normally limitations for other games in this game. One of those things that I test is how many buildings I can go into and explore, and I would say the majority of them, above average compared to other games, I've been able to get inside and explore. The audio, internal versus external, is very good. And because it's a proprietary engine that they're running on, they're not running on Unreal Engine, which I haven't really seen other than maybe Expedition 33 was an Unreal Engine, or I guess Unreal Engine 5, which is the most current one. I think my next big game that I'm going to be judging, if you can call it judging, would be Witcher 4 and Cyberpunk Orion. One thing that I have not found, at least for my immersion way of playing a game, is you can't sit down on chairs. I have no idea why, but you can't. It'd also be interesting to see, like, the life cycle, or the day-to-day cycle of the NPCs. Like, there's very few people in here now, but as the day goes on, could I stand here? And I've seen some videos of the previews. That reminds me, I have a game recommendation. Oh no, your recommendations, your and Eldon's recommendations are always pretty good. What you got? What you got? Another game to add to my growing list of will I ever play it? But I'd say the vast majority of games you guys have recommended have been games I play. Let's go say hello.
It's you. A fine harvest and worth the sweat. I can finally sleep somewhere the cold can't creep in.
Now let's see if I can go in this building. Like, yeah, I'd say... Oh. I'll take all these potatoes. I'll take every one of these potatoes. Potato. Potato, potato, steel, 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 steel. Steel. I promise I'll bring it back. I promise I'll do,
Looking
you
for
know, some
someone?
favors for the town. What's up, Putty Cat? What happens whenever all the cats are super friendly? Hmm? Now see, I'll get a +5 with this cat for the first time, so then... Yeah, like... Oh. And then, if I get him to a point where he has a lot of my trust, like, let's see how... And see, I'm not... most games, I'm not saying that other games don't do this. Most games would have me interact with the cat where the cat's standing, and then will not let me pick up the cat and continue to have that cat with me while I'm petting the cat, walking around with the cat. Now, if I can get this trust all the way up, we're going to walk around with this cat the entire time we're here for right now. I'm going to see if I can pet this cat into submission. It would be cool to see if they let you name a cat that maybe you have a lot of trust with, and now that cat is maybe a companion, or every time you come back to this town, that named cat will be here. That's an assumption. That's an assumption on my part. But if it's not something in there, Pearl Abyss, get on it. You're not scared of this greyhound, are you? It'd be interesting if this, Yeah, are you jealous? Are you jealous? Alright, sorry, we were gonna check this. See if we can go in this house. Can we go in the house with a cat? We can. Myth busted. It's a great horror game, released in 2017. It's been very popular since it came out, and it's called Granny. Granny 2 and Granny 3. I imagine that's a PC-only game. Granny and Granny 2. Some mushrooms. It's alright, buddy. It's okay. Can you please just take me back where I was?
Look at the patrolling cavalry.
I think I've maximized my current trust today with this cat. I'm not getting any more pluses. Alright, we're gonna let you go. Any of you guys gonna put it out or just watch it burn? He drops his shovel, gets scared, picks it back up, gets scared, drops it. Alright, buddy. Sorry, can't get any more with you. Can't name you. Don't hiss at me. Don't hiss at me. I think it's hissing at me because I end up running into him. It's on PC and phone. If you wish to stream it, it barely takes any resources to run. Let's see. Hello, Steam. A game from 2017. As soon as I type in GRAN, Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto. Granny. Granny escape together. Granny Simulator. That just sounds creepy. And creepy isn't a... That's probably not something people should be playing. You have to escape Granny's home. You know, there's a game called Backrooms that I've been interested in. I've seen a lot of games copy Backrooms. But of course, I think Backrooms is just a escape room kind of game. Granny. I don't see a Granny 2. It goes from Granny to Resident Evil. Resident Evil being the recommendations. Alright, let's type in Granny 2. There's no games Granny 2 that match on Steam. Okay. Noted and added to the queue. So I don't know if I'm able to help put this fire out. Maybe they're burning their own homes. Does anybody here need a mercenary? If you do play it, it will be very entertaining. Well, I'm in the horror way, or should I do what I normally do and just make fun of the game? Oh, we got a new bug, new butterfly, crimson patch butterfly. Oh, another one. Little metal mark. There's got to be at least 30 butterflies, different butterflies that I've caught. Hee-haw. Let's go talk to this ass over here. Alright, little chickies. Excuse me. I wish I could pet the, other than the domesticated cats and dogs. I can pet my horse. I don't think I can pet this. Yeah, I can steal this ass. Look at this, like is that a bird that just got cooked? Hey, ass, go get your owner. The owner's house is on fire. Just caught myself on fire skinning a pigeon. I caught myself on fire skinning a pigeon. I think you'll have fun with it as well as get stressed with the horror. It's the type of game that rewards learning and exploration. Yeah, I haven't found many horror games. Again, I'm probably repeating myself to anybody who knows what games I've played. Playable Teaser, which was the Hideo Kojima teaser for what Silent Hill he was going to make until Konami just decided to get rid of him. But Playable Teaser is by far the scariest game I've played. A point where I had to turn it off. I have not found a game that has done that. But since Playable Teaser, I have played a lot of horror games. And even before Playable Teaser, I enjoyed horror games. But after Playable Teaser, I think it desensitized me to a lot of horror games because it never quite reached that same level of being scared.
That Baden Midler's no ordinary soul.
Baden Midler.
There's something on your mind? The rain's been just right this season. crops are coming up beautifully.
Oh, are they? Alright, I'm not quite sure what type of reflection engine is working. It's got to be like a mix between ray tracing and screen space and planar. I think that there's a couple of systems working. I just haven't been able to figure out which one. I know Digital Foundry has done a pretty good job of
frozen pests when there's no fighting to be done.
showing like off and speaking to some of the game engine stuff that's working. Again, it looks like there's ray tracing there because what's up at the top here. Actually, what is it reflecting? The tree? I try not to get too distracted by visual things that are supposed to make games better, but they don't. It's just visual. But I can appreciate that this game has gotten a lot of traction based on its visuals. I wonder if I'll be able to farm at some point. For some reason I feel like I saw that in the game. What's Muffin playing? Is Granny your most recent game?
Move along.
That cat is locked onto something. Alright. I think our next order of business, keeping balance on the wind. Alright, we don't have any missions here. I didn't see... Again, I haven't walked everywhere. I did not see any posters for wanted, like bounties, fugitives, the normal thing I look for.
Shall we talk?
A quiet day is something to be thankful for.
A
Tomorrow I'll
quiet
take my boys
day.
into the hills to find mushrooms.
Yeah, there is a bit of a repeat with what the NPCs say. No matter what town you're in. Now, it will give proper like NPC dialogue based on their stature or their social standing. Like a guard won't say the same thing that other stranger NPCs, or when I say stranger, not Stranger Things or more strange, but a lot of NPCs, if I don't know them, are just called stranger, boy, guard.
From the top. Who
Like-
are you?
Hernandian guard will say something different than stranger. And if they're a carpenter, they'll say something different than a guard. Alright, so we do have a vendor here.
Sea or river, my rods will land you anything that swims.
Ah, fishing. Wolfram. Now, Wolfram's trust will stay with Wolfram. I don't know about the other NPCs. What would be interesting, again, so many things I want to explore. Let's say I have this Hernandian guard that I start to build rapport with.
Keep your arms
And
above
I
me.
greet
Don't
him
blaze
from
no
time to
better than
time.
a stick.
And now, the next time I come back here, I'll go try and find this guy that I've already built +5 trust with. I do like how the NPCs move. These NPCs do not normally, and that's not normal. NPCs do not normally walk around and move from the place that you've initially met them. Now, vendors, I'm not sure. Now, the NPCs that have a white dot on them usually give you some type of extra.
What remedy
Teach
could
you
there
something.
be?
Word is, there's a drug out there that muddles the mind.
Or with no cure to be found.
Best not to fall into its grip.
But I will say that
Perhaps I ought to hide my head in a barrel and be done with it.
that might be what he just said the first time I've heard a repeat, so yeah, sitting down on tables. It lets me it lets me carry the chair, but I want to sit down in the chair and then have a meal or eat what's at the table. Or if I have food, and these food objects are modeled. So if I had, let's go into our inventory here. Like each of these items is a 3D item in the world. Like this particular one. I don't know if I can discard it. Let's discard a cheese. So let's hold it down. We discarded. We're going to discard one. Confirm that. It drops. So now I have 2 cheese. Ooh, is that dog going to eat it? Oh, look at that. I didn't know that. Go ahead, you can have it. You full? You gonna eat it? It's alright. It's alright. Come here. Don't be scared. Come here. Come here. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't rebind my keys on console. Just gonna keep petting him. See how high we can get his. Oh, the boarhound plus 35. Keep going. How many? Plus, we're at 40. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I know. I know. More? More? Okay, I got you. I got you. The animals are just... The NPCs, I'm not saying that they're uniquely interactable. Other games do this. I think building rapport, like with this particular dog. Now, I'm not sure what his... He's probably at about 20 or maybe 50% in the green. So that's positive, right? Now, if I come back to this town days later and I find this guy... Again, I wish I could name them. I know, it's okay, it's okay. There you go. There you go. Now, can I build a higher rapport with him? Let's see, can I... Oh, yeah, I don't want to kick. Alright, let me slowly back away. I think the game does have a little bit of an issue with knowing when a player is running into an NPC or other objects, living objects, because they respond, I think, a little bit too early, and they react a little too, not aggressive, but
Hello.
especially when I'm on a horse. It's like, I'm not trying to bump into you, I'm just trying to squeeze by you, but it's almost as if I've strong-armed them to push them out of the way, which was not my intent.
Good day to you.
Hey guys, I just made a comment about NPCs moving around. You need to move.
Duke Charles Celeste, Marquis Alan Circus, Marquis Stephen Lanford.
That is a
Truly, we're
comment I've
blessed
heard
with
many
remarkable
times.
folk.
Every time I hear an NPC say anything that I've already heard before, even when they're in different parts of the continent, it's like the one lady in Cyberpunk 2077 Night City that says, "What's up in the big world?" It's like, oh god. I've heard that so many times. It's one of the times that I feel AI would be very helpful and allowing basic NPCs that are randomly generated, especially for a game like Cyberpunk 2077. I don't know if NPCs are randomly generated here. I imagine that any Austin, he's a streamer that likes to analyze games and then like talk about where do these rivers flow? Do the rivers actually go anywhere? He did one with the way trash was laid out in Cyberpunk 2077 in Night City. I imagine any Austin might be doing that for Crimson Desert. Like, do these vegetables in this garden actually grow? Are they actually farming? Didn't that just burn? That burned before. Now it's burning again. I think my horse got scared. There he goes. Look at him all the way over there. Don't be scared. Get back here.
A serendipitous meeting. Greetings, stranger.
Come here. Come on. Oh. Wait. What? Hold on. Did it just spawn 2 of my horse? Aren't you my... Did I just mistake somebody else's horse for mine? I mean, it's... Alright, I mean, I'll take whatever horse. I don't think it's like Roach. The Herspia... I thought for a while Herspia... excuse me. I thought that Herspia for a while was what I, the character, have named the horse, but it's the breed of the horse. So I was way off. Alright, there's 2 recipes over here, which, even though that some things you find is more natural in this game, there are breadcrumbs. They will tell you like these. There's no way I would have known that there's 2 recipes inside of this house unless I actually went in and started exploring it. But they're already showing it to me, so I'm going to go in here and take these recipes. There's one sitting right here. Battered fish. I think one thing they do need to fix is when you cook, it doesn't show actually what you're cooking. The end result, I think, so if I can explain it, if you're going to a cooking location and you start to cook, it'll show a pan of vegetables. And it seems to always show a pan of vegetables if you're making a skillet meal. Like if I'm making fish with potatoes, it'll show me panning a pan of vegetables, like stir-fry vegetables. Now if it's a soup, it'll have me stirring a pot. But no matter what type of soup I'm making, and I'm always stirring the same pot, no matter what skillet meal I make, it's the same skillet of vegetables. But I'll be making let's say a steak, but it'll be flipping vegetables. And then the end result is the steak I want to make, and it'll show the steak. It would be cool if I could then eat it. There's so many things that I would do because I like games that let you live in a world that I would have done differently, but I'm not a game. I've done game testing, but I certainly haven't done any designing. I've given feedback for changes to board games. I don't think I've influenced any video games. I will say that I was having an issue with riding on horses. Why am I not examining this? Okay, there it is. When the player would run, you double tap or hold the run button, and then you can let go of the run button and just hold the analog stick or whatever direction you're going. If you hold the direction you're going, the character will continue at the pace that you initiated them into. The horse did not do that. You had to constantly pump the the run button or the gallop button. But they've changed that now, and it seems like now we move the horse the same way you do the player character, which was something I mentioned, something I made a comment on, and I would say within days they had already fixed it. Probably something that multiple people already noticed, or they themselves noticed, but they've been, I think I've gotten 3 or 4 updates just based on quality of life, making the engine, which is their own engine, their own proprietary engine, run better.
Something you wanted?
Yeah, but impressive all around to just experience what this
It's not every
game
day you spot a calico.
has to offer.
Those mean bandits will regret what they've done.
Yeah. The mean bandits will regret what they've done is something they've said a lot.
Let's play catch the bandit.
Yep. Let's play Catch the Bandit. They say that too. Gosh, I wish I could
Doesn't it
change.
sound magical? A cat with 3 colors in its fur?
Oh. Is there a cat with 3 colors in its fur somewhere? Okay, hold on. Now, I will never disregard comments that are made by NPCs, especially the ones that have the white dot on them, because normally they'll tell you something that is in the world. So we're going to go over here. We're going to open up our share database here. And one of the to-do tabs that I've got here, I'm going to say this is a find. Cat of 3 colors. Mentioned by a child in Velua, Grace Estate. Now, I'm not sure the overall map layout districts. Screen's going to get bright here. So if I go over here to the map, sorry, this screen's probably going to make, it's going to wash out the display, so I apologize. So I'm trying to make this quick. But there's Steel Mountains. So Steel Mountains, I imagine, is a zone, or I'm saying districts because I'm more familiar with Night City. So there's districts and sub-districts like Haywood, Corpo Plaza. These districts are then broken down into sub-districts. Like I believe it is like Haywood would be a major district, but then Kabuki would be a sub-district, and Kabuki is a sub-district of Watson, but Watson is a major district. So I am currently in a location. I'm in House Celeste's like area of control, and I think that this is the crest. The House Celeste crest is at the top left. Sorry, Hernandian Parish of Solomon. So this has connection. See, there's a white line going straight up north, and I don't know why, but I'm not sure how oh wait, hold on. I'm now seeing a blue highlight. Does that mean that that's district that they control? Oh, and it's Granny, Chapter 2. Oh, yeah, I just put in Granny and then the number 2. Granny, Chapter... Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Granny, Chapter 3. Okay, Granny Chapter 3 doesn't exist. Unless it's... Wait, is it called Granny 3? It's called Granny 3. So, in order to find Granny 2, it's not Granny 2, it's Granny Chapter 2. But in order to find Granny Chapter 3, it's not Chapter 3, it's Granny 3. I've never, I think, really in the history of video games, I would prefer subtitles. So Granny, instead of saying Granny 2, Granny, the dark room, or so I know which one, like Granny 3, what is it about Granny 3 that makes it Granny 3? maybe she has sister, so you call it Granny Sisters, and that's the third one. Now I know numeric names. It's like Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. It's not Lord of the Rings 1, 2, 3. It's Lord of the Rings with a subtitle. I prefer subtitles for sequels, and then the viewer that is more educated would know where it fits in the timeline. I hope they don't call it Cyberpunk 2. Like Witcher, I think Witcher Wild Hunt, we know that's the third one. Witcher Assassin of Kings is the second one. But they still throw a numeral in there, but it's to help the consumer, I think. But it's funny, they go Granny, then Granny not 2, but Granny Chapter 2, and when you're searching for it on Steam, you cannot type in Granny 2. It'll say that it doesn't exist. But I imagine if you went to Granny 1, they probably advertise, hey, we also made Granny 2, so please buy that one. Actually, they don't. Okay, who makes this game? Developer is developer. The developer and the publisher are the same. Okay, there we go. We click on the developer. They've made 3 games: Granny Chapter 2, Granny 3. Okay, we're up to date. We're up to date now. I think a good horror game that I think would probably scare me would be VR horror. VR horror would probably do it for me. You can always tell what time of day it is for me. Obviously, if you know, I'm in California. Whenever this light right here, this is a color filter. Well, no, it's not digital, but I have a drape here to make this blue because it would be too bright, so I toned it down by putting blue. This means it's daylight outside. This spot right here means it's daylight outside. If you ever see this dark, like maybe you don't even see it, maybe it's just black or the light is not as bright, it means the sun's either gone to the other side of the house or it's starting to get dark here. This is the telltale sign. Without actually knowing what time it is that I streamed, this will tell you if it's daytime or nighttime. All right, so yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes when this one right here is Velua Fisherman's Guild, and it's got its own banner. Now it has connections to this spot here, and this spot here is the Bounty's Net, which is a cool little fishing spot that I found. Down here is also, I think, nope. Why does this one look like an upside down anchor? So if I take this out, sometimes it'll be attached to a faction that's controlling it, but the bandits are currently occupying it. But now I'm learning about districts because it seems like it highlights a lot of this blue. So does that mean this is House Celeste, is all of this? Yeah, see how yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so this is House Celeste. And see how it highlights everything? It's very subdued. I don't know if it's picking up very well. But it seems like, I don't know, I've seen, yeah, it's confusing. I'll eventually probably learn it and be able to explain it, but right now I can't. Alright, so I've been streaming for about an hour now, folks. And I know I've been yapping and talking. Hopefully I've been moving around most of the time. But I've spent an hour just kind of getting familiar with the layout of this town. I've talked to people, I've greeted people, I've pet cats and dogs.
Working at the manor. Steady work, steady meals. You think there's any positions open?
But I could spend easily another 2 or 3 hours just in here talking to people.
Do you have a moment?
Sometimes,
Add
not all the
beets to a
time.
dish and the colour comes
Again, I
out
haven't visited
nice.
every possible city or village or town. But normally what I've seen is there's bounties like littered through a specific area, but that might just be the city. Cool waterfalls, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to like, glide from there to the ship. I don't see that happening. At least right now for my understanding of how glide works. Alright, doesn't look like we've got any bounties here. We may at some point have missions around here. But I'm not seeing... Oh, I've got 2 question marks up here. I shut my mouth before I say there's not much else to find here. I was about to leave. Hello, miss.
If I ever sell bad meat, I'll go on the chopping block myself.
Myself. Leone. Let's see what she's selling.
More meat than you can carry, all fresh.
So you sell meat, actually. I'd say that the vendors are pretty good about being varied in what they sell. I mean, what I mean by that is, like, this vendor is specific for meat. So I imagine, or at least from what I've experienced, if I go to another vendor, he's not also selling meat. He specializes in different things.
Ah, you won't. I'll set aside
Again,
the
that's
best
an
cuts for your next
exploration
visit.
thing. I might as well add that to my list of stuff. Got it. So what I heard was dark equals light, daytime equals night, blue equals both. No, I'm just saying if you want to know. Blue equals both. Dark equals light, daytimes equals night. You silly girl. Hello, I'd like to steal things. I'm a kleptomaniac. Maniac, oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know where this other question mark is. Oh, he's on the other side. Oh, excuse me. Can I buy? So why can't I just buy from here? I'm not stealing, I'm purchasing. Hello, mate, wake up!
Welcome in. Say the word if you need a hand.
I'm saying the word.
Looking for
Stand up.
something in particular?
Maybe. What are you selling? Oh, okay. Blue dragon scale decoration. So, I have these collectibles here that tells me at some point I'm going to have my own house. Or I'll be able to decorate a house. Or make my own campsite. I'm not sure. I would not put it past this game to do house building. I don't know if I'm going to be able to lay out my own house. I haven't seen anything, or I've just forgotten about it, but there's a lot of collectible stuff here that the collector in me is saying hold on to, but I've sold a lot of stuff that has this little house on it, which identifies an item as being collectible.
Looking for something in particular?
Well, no. I kind of want to sell you my junk, though. I'm getting a little bit of delay in the audio. Like when I click over, I get the click to be almost 2 seconds after. That's got to be an OBS studio thing. Nah. Alright, I have extra wharf roaches. They sells for 4 copper each. I've got a lot of them. I know where to get them, so I'm just going to sell them. Now, I could use these for something else, but at some point, they're probably going to say, go collect 6 wharf roaches. And I'll be like, damn it. Damn it. I already had those. Yeah, I don't know what these are either. Beast Bane. Abyss Gear. Equipable on weapons. Okay, so this might be... Okay, so this is Abyss Gear. There are points to where they'll teach me something. I'll read about it and be like, I'm going to go explore now. I don't want to learn about combat. That's pretty common with
Looking
me.
for something in particular?
Nope, that's all I got there,
Please,
Berto.
come again anytime.
Alright, Vendas. I got another recipe over here that I probably forgot to pick up from last time I was here.
Hello, my lovely.
What? Did you say that to me? Hello. Oh, nope. She's talking to her friend. Just thought I had a one-night stand. Nope. Alright, breaking and entering. Don't mind me. Hopefully this is a public space. Battered fish. I thought I already had battered fish. Yeah, I already have battered fish. Alright, I'll take it anyway. 'Cause that's what I do. Collect stuff. Oh, buddy. How are you? See, I could pet my horse. I want to... There's a bunch of animal farms that I wish you could pet the animals. Like, right in front of me, there's a bunch of goats. I wish I could go in there and just, like a petting zoo. I want to go in here and I want to pet this goat. The only thing I can do is kick it. I can kick the goat. I think that might piss off the farmer, or at least of which the goat. The goat probably thinks I want to play with it by kicking it. Yeah, the audio is somewhat delayed for me. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. Just gonna park my horse somewhere. Look at these carrots. Alright, we're gonna stand watch over the carrots. I am here, a god of the Hernandian, like, bad people killer group. I'm a good guy. I'm gonna stand watch over your carrots. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Carrots. I don't think. Let's see if I'm able to take one of these carrots. Okay, then that tells me that at some point I should be able to farm for myself. We'll see. I feel like I've seen a video where they allowed the player to do so. But oh, I think I just punched my horse. Glad my horse didn't actually take any damage. Alright, so this is the town of Vilua. Nice fishing village. They certainly, the NPCs, certainly give my horse a wide berth. I think a little bit too much sometimes. Sometimes. I like how my cape kind of drapes over the left side of the horse. Let's see here. There's a fisherman down there. Alright. We're gonna try and go do some stuff. Let's go do some stuff. Alright, I've explored this coastline. I'll probably go down in here and explore a little bit more at some point. There's a bunch of bandits right here that all I've done is just run through here to get up here, which was a cool spot to, again, all I did was come into this Skelastone Institute. I've just run through there. I haven't really explored the area. I had a bounty that I was picking up in this area, and because I was close by, I went ahead and ran through this area. And with bounties, you need to bring the bounties all the way back. You can't teleport with bounties. So that's quite a bit of distance to travel. Anywhere I see these question marks here is most likely a teleport point. So if I want to easily get around the map, again, I think for this map, for its sheer size, definitely fast traveling. Not saying you have to. If I had not fast traveled yet, I would probably have maybe... Well, I don't know. I haven't fast traveled a ton, but I feel like it's necessary to save time. Otherwise, you're going to be going back and forth on your horse because while I don't want to call it fetch quests, because I think that's just sort of a disingenuous dumbing down of mission, like saying grinding. Grinding's not necessarily a bad thing in my eyes. Fetch quests are not a bad thing in my eyes. You're doing something for someone. But I can understand that players that don't have time to do those kinds of activities in video games may put it in a negative light, fetch quests and grinding. Alright. So I could just ride all the way back to where I need to go, but I'll probably do some, especially on stream. If I was off stream, I'd just naturally stay away from as many fast travel points or teleport points that I can, because this part of exploration, which I'm kind of doing anyway, is how we find these things. And we have to run by them at least once. So if I'm in my map, I will not see this question mark unless I at least get within the vicinity maybe of this cloud. That's another thing that I'm probably going to have to explore. But it's not as if you see a bunch of question marks everywhere right here, right? So if I zoom in here, you don't see question marks in this area, but I guarantee you there are some. And on top of that, there are, I forget what they're called, these things right here. These abyss crescents, which I believe do not get a question mark. I'll have to explore that as well to have a better answer. But there's a sense of exploration, even though they're telling you the vicinity, which I prefer instead of a waypoint that tells you exactly where, like within the foot of where something is. There's a sense of exploration still there. It's like, I know I'm in the area, now let me keep my eyes out. So exploration is highly encouraged, and I would say highly rewarded. Oh, back up, buddy. Back over. Come on, stand on there. You got it. There we go. New teleport point. Yeah, I think we'll go 2 hours with Crimson Desert, then we'll go do 2 hours of something else. I think either today or tomorrow, I'm gonna try to do a stream of maybe 2 hours to where I only play a different game for 2 hours for 15 minutes each. 15 minutes, go, play the game. Maybe I'll force myself to try to make progress in the game. But 15 minutes, and as soon as the 15-minute timer is up, I switch to another game. I think I did that before in the past when I used to stream. But I think it might have also been a streamer request kind of a thing. But I think I'm just going to switch between games I haven't played in a while, games that are in my library that just kind of sit there like I'm sure most people's libraries do, of movies, games, relationships. Okay, let's jump off our horse. We're gonna go ahead and do some fast traveling here. Let's get over to a mission spot. First, let's go to our journal. Let's get into some... Okay, so main quests. I am in chapter 3. So we could progress our story, but what's really nice for me as a gamer, how I like to tackle games, is don't just hit primary story points, because you'll hit a point in the story, and I say I've seen reviewers say the game is this many hours, and I guarantee you they've said, I hit this point in the story, but then I have to go grind for 15 hours. Well, they also pushed so fast through the story they didn't level themselves up naturally. So for me, I've been trying to do side activities in between. So when I get to these, and I don't know if I would call it a checkpoint, but there's certainly a design element here from Pearl Abyss to where they're checking the level of the player. So they're not going to let you go past this particular part in the story unless you can beat this particular boss. And that boss is essentially checking the player if they're strong enough to even continue towards the next objective. Not saying that's the best way to do things, because it's not like they're locking you out of it. I think if the player does side activities in between, they won't feel like they're grinding. They'll just feel like they're playing the game, if that makes any sense. But we'll go ahead and do this particular story. It's 2,241 meters in that direction to the north. Now, I could travel directly north, go back to, again, most of my story so far has been right in this area. And I do have a fast travel point, so we're going to use it. They've definitely improved the load times for these fast travel points. And they've done multiple updates for the game. So it is nice to see that they're constantly wishing to improve. and doing so quite quickly.
Cliff,
Marius.
so the rumors were true.
There's no way you would have been able to see Cliff through the helmet.
Leg.
Never mind that. I'm just glad I'm still breathing. Come on, let's walk.
And what of the other?
It's comment worthy.
Everyone scattered to the four winds after that night. But Andrew and Naira got blown back my way. They'll be thrilled to see you.
Yeah, who gives a shit if a few of those wankers die? Oh, forget about the bloody riffraff. Come on, grab a drink.
Hey, something wrong?
The bleed bandits. Downright nasty bunch of brutes. Oh. They love to pick fights. Come on, best not to get involved.
You're as sharp as ever.
I managed to gather some useful information as well. And you'd be surprised the gossip that finds its way back to the hovels. Oh.
Anything on the Marquis?
You mean Marquis Circus? He's a generous man. Everyone speaks well of him.
I'm on my way to see him. Heard you'll help us regroup.
Is this a fresh start?
Excuse me.
Aye. We'll all be together again.
I'll go and tell Andrew and Naira you're back.
Now, story-wise, I know that this character's clan was essentially wiped out. And the overlying primary story arc that I think that this game is focused on, or at least has a focus on, is a revenge story. Now, I could have just gone one point to the next point of the story to the next point of the story versus doing all the things in between, but now seeing this guy after 25 hours playing this game now has more weight. Like, oh, I'm not pursuing it heavily. And you could look at a story as having urgency, which I've talked about before. Most story games do not do a sense of urgency in gameplay very well, or they don't identify to the player that there's really an urgent need to progress or to hurry up. Just say I smell of dirt. Well, you smell of green skin. Haha, got you back. Take it. So that sense of urgency, while there's a revenge story to avenge my clan against another clan, I don't feel like it's really detrimental that the player doesn't do side things. Again, as I mentioned, Cyberpunk 2077, V has a chip that has Johnny Silverhand on it that is essentially erasing V. So that V needs to do something about it, or V's history is going to be erased from existence. But a bunch of side activities kind of make it feel like, is it really that big a deal? It's not really an urgent matter. Which they could have done different things by saying, hey, you need to take care of this right now. The rest of the world is still out there to explore, but you need to focus on this right now. For Cyberpunk 2077. For this game, it doesn't feel like he's really focused on revenge, but he's got it in the back of his mind as maybe a driving motivator for the things that he does throughout the world. He's building himself up, and that feels more natural, if not just through my own perspective. If they designed it that way, great. If they've left it to be very, I don't know if malleable, very flexible in the way a player approaches the story, character development, exploration, so many other things are just sort of more natural. So they've done a good job on that for me as a gamer. Again, not going to be for everyone. All right. Maybe I was supposed to follow that guy. I don't know. But it feels like a more weighted encounter.
In Halcyus's House of Healing.
Man, just like the NPCs say things that could carry weight. Oh, yep, sorry. I generally give the beggars.
At a bargain to celebrate his appointment.
That's right.
I'll do the same for you someday.
I lost.
So much is that? Your hardships are over now.
Who knew it'd turn out like this?
I told you.
No, I'll cover the cost. So drink up, everyone. Cheers. Nice. Let's all drink to that. Have I told you the
Alright.
tale of when I met?
I've got a new bounty. I could pick it up, but I'll pick up later. I've been enjoying the bounty hunts.
What do you want?
Oh, come on, mate. Yeah, let me say hello to you. Maybe you'll...
That bottom
I think I need to add like 5% to every one of them, so maybe they'll treat me with some more respect.
Peace doesn't just happen. Men bleed and die for it. A true soldier knows that, and takes up his blade all the same.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't want to climb this, but I might have to. We're gonna try to stay. No, thank you, maid. Ma'am, ma'am. Oh, our lantern is shimmering. Oh, let me get the lantern out. Memories.
You stole my dreamer's bliss, didn't you? Is she dead? Did I kill someone? No. I'm just seeing things. There's no way I could have killed someone. Dreamer's bliss. I need dreamer's bliss. I need to escape this nightmare.
Murderer! Murderer! Can I go in here? You guys gonna stop me? It looks like maybe storage up top. So why can't this... I just saw a picture that I need to go back downstairs and look at. Why can't I buy this? Why can't this be my new home? I can sleep in their bed, but why does it feel like there's... Oh, there's a strong box. I haven't done one of these. Is it gonna drop out? Are there even any symbols on it? How would you even know? I feel like I need to have the rumble feature on. Yeah, let me go ahead and just back out here. I feel like I need the... I normally turn vibration settings off for my controllers because it drains the battery. Maybe I'll come back to this. I will come back. Let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. I'll just go this way. Now they do look at me when I do that. They don't say anything though. But I do feel like they give reaction to it. Alright,
Hail,
let's move
and
on.
well met, good stranger.
Oh, I need to say hi to everybody. Hello! Hello, big
Hello.
guy. How are you?
I've got orders to report every new face in town.
That's
Best
alright.
to spot trouble
I'm
before
not
it
new.
makes itself known.
I've been here a while. Been like saving your town and, you know, doing a bunch of stuff for people. Freaking don't get any... No respect. No respect.
What do you want?
Gosh, I gotta say hi to you too? Come on, man. Let's be friends.
Is there any man like Marshal Midler in this world? I look at the crest on
These
my
guys,
shield and my
these guys
chest
love
swells with
Marshal
pride.
Midler.
That Barton Midler's no ordinary soul.
They want to kiss his ass.
What would you do with the pot besides cooking, anyway?
Ba-da-bum-bum, bum-ba-bum-bum-bum. Oh, did you want help? Would you like help? I don't know if I brought my, Yeah, sorry, I didn't bring my, my broom. Yep, I didn't bring my broom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't bring my broom. And there is a broom, I'm not just making fun. There is a broom. Oh,
Yes,
wait,
mate.
let's go in here.
What?
Alright, let's see. We are looking for Marquis Circus. Oh, it's the person who probably runs this town.
The Roadleaf merchant's troubles should be over soon. Well met, Greymane.
Sorry, I do need to take a restroom break. I apologize. Give me a quick second here. Right. Let's get back to it.
Carry on.
All right, let's get going.
Is he here?
The Marquis inside. Please, follow me.
Mr. Andy Serkis, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm kidding.
My lord, the Grey Mane has arrived.
Ah, Greymane, the savior of Hanand.
Marquis Circus.
Thank you for coming all the way here. I hear you handled things with the gold leaves. Huh? Their meddling in the market was a real headache that went on far too long. Our fair city's burdens have been greatly eased, thanks to you.
I was simply acting in the Greymane's interests.
Your honesty is admirable, but I tell you, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. As a token of my gratitude, I'd like to offer you a place to start anew. Any thoughts on a suitable location?
We'll take what we can get.
I thought you might say that.
I want to get a home.
I have already scouted a fitting campground. Head to Howling Hill, just across the river. Marshal Midler should have everything ready for you.
Why do all of this for us?
Oh, there is value in having you as an ally.
It's a great honor.
Until we meet again.
Alright, so looks like I'm about to get my own location. And now this feels... Oh, wait. We've got... memories. Excuse me, gentlemen, while I put on my memory helmet.
The next thing we need to discuss is the Greymane.
Ah, yes. I've received reports of his deeds. I was just considering a fitting reward.
If I may, my lord, what about granting him a holding on Howling Hill?
Howling Hill, say?
I've heard he is seeking his scattered comrades. Establishing a base there would help him gather them together. And it would also serve to strengthen the peace in Hanand.
Looking to the future, it may well be the right choice. See it done.
I have seen that he is the honorable man. Oh, wait. Whoop, wrong way. Let's see if we go out this way. Eat up, eat up. Wait, might as well give you a coin while you're sitting there. Yeah, take coin. Let me throw it at you. Instead of maybe just handing you the coin. I know, I know. I have money. You do not. Makes me a good person if I give it away.
This way. I'll escort you to Howling Hill.
That's really not necessary.
Please. You're taking a huge weight off our shoulders. That horn splitter caused no small amount of trouble for this town. Folk came to us, begging for assistance that we couldn't give. We were at our wits' end, so you went and dealt with him. So it's the least I could do. Wish I could do more.
I appreciate the gesture.
The gesture. I do. Make sure where you put me in as running water and, you know, a brothel and a pub and also stables for my horse and a large galley so that you can have winches making food for me day and night. Oh, let me get my horse. My horse is way over there. Da 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 da. Hello. Alright. Take me to my manor. I know they're taking me to a campsite.
Yeah. How are you finding
Make way! Make way! I'm now important. Been rewarded with Howling Hill
Not to mention the kind
tenancy.
Idyllic. Aside from all the bandits.
So you've crossed paths with them as well.
Yeah, I've killed a bunch of them.
Solomon only knows where they spring up
A
from.
bunch of them.
There's more every week.
I almost ran off
They've
the
grown
bridge.
bolder too, harassing folks whenever they get the chance. We patrol as best we can, try to keep the townsfolk safe. But we simply lack the manpower
They
to
do
much
patrol.
beyond our gates.
They actually do patrol. Sometimes
So,
they've
before
helped
the man
in
who
fighting bandits.
single-handedly took down the horn splitter. It seems like the gold leaves have turned a new leaf as well. This fellow named Shakatu's been named the new branch master. And from what I hear, he seems to be quite the competent leader. He's working tirelessly to restore the guild's reputation.
Excuse me.
He's done wonders for the town's peace as well.
Wonders.
Glad to hear that.
He's a reasonable man. Shouldn't cause the town any more trouble. Everyone in Hanand is grateful for your help. Your name was widely known for being the direct recipient of your efforts. It leaves an impression. Word is Shakatu's rewarded you for your efforts as well.
Just a business arrangement.
Business arrangement, eh?
Hiya!
Sounds like there's a story there, but I won't pry. Shakatu must have an eye for good men as much as good deals. Marshal Midler's never looked lighter on his feet since things settled down.
Do you know what the Marshal's doing at Howling Hill?
Well, I suppose he's getting things set for your camp. Though he's probably got some workers to handle the heavy lifting. He likely wants to thank you himself for saving Hanand. I'm sure that goes for all those...
I wonder if they're gonna take me. I don't know if this is the new location. Okay. So I have been in this area, but I may not have noticed that this was going to be my newest camp.
As well.
Oops. Giddy up!
Well, here we are. It's a nice, quiet little spot.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, and then he rides back. Nice, Pearl Abyss. Very nice. I like these smooth, like, transitions into these scenes.
I can't thank you enough.
No. We're the ones who should be thanking you. The Marquis insisted for everything to be provided. No exceptions. Let me introduce Damien. I'm surprised you
I
haven't
met her
before.
back in the city.
She is a guest of the Marquis. A spot of troubles brought her here from Deminis. So, might
She
I
is a
ask
playable
that she be
character.
allowed to stay here with you? I can't think of a safer or more hidden location.
Marshal,
I'm happy to help with anything while I'm here.
everything has been prepared.
No need. You're our
Let's
guest.
begin right away. Thank you. I've other matters to see to, so I'll take my leave.
Until next time.
Is there a romantic encounter gonna happen there? Or they seem to be... Alright, so Damien. Damien wields the rapier as her primary weapon, delivering swift and lethal attacks to exploit the enemy's weak points and bring them down instantly. Press up to open the character menu and select Damien to switch your character. Sweet! We now have a new playable character. She is unlocked. Damien will now be staying with you at the Greymane camp. Press up to open the character menu, then we can select the different characters. I wonder... There is 3 characters that I know of, but there's 5 character slots. Interesting, right? Alright, let us see. We're about 6 minutes out from a 2-hour mark, which we said that we would do. Move the sacks. Let's move the sacks. Or wait, what's this? Let's take the hammer. Take the mallet. Take it. Nope. Take the saw. Okay. I want to do activities. I so want to do activities. You guys have no idea. Let's take the shovel. Alright. So, let's move the sacks. Let's take care of our... These sacks? Where do I take the sack? Put it over here? Or wait. Did I put the sack here? I think I'm supposed to pick up these sacks. I'm an NPC. Now, where do I take it to? I'm putting it over here. Ooh, that table looked precarious. How many of these sacks do I need to move? I'll do it. I'll spend all day here moving sacks. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to put them. But that's where they're going. I can't drop it there. Why not? I'm really worried about this table. I feel like it's going to fall apart at any time. Moss, what are you doing to those sacks? I'm sacking them. Actually, this is going to be everybody's new pillow. Not only is it a grain of rice, the burlap sack, you know, the fibers digging into your neck as you sleep. It's quite comforting. Why can't I put this sack here? I need to put a sack here. Can I put the sack here? Let's put the sack here. This seems like a good spot for a sack. Haha! Take that, sack. Now I brought this other sack over here, even though I probably didn't need to bring the sack here. See, this activity right here is probably going to upset some gamers. Some reviewers will probably say, the game has me moving sacks. And that's going to make them give a negative review. Alright, so this sack as well? Excuse me, sack. Are you a sack? You look like a sack. If you look like a sack, smell like a sack, you're going to get stowed like a sack. I don't know if this is where this is supposed to go. You look like you would fit perfectly right there. There you go. Yeah. I don't think I'm accomplishing anything. Please don't tell me this is where the sacks are supposed to go. What if these sacks were supposed to go over here? I'm starting to think that this provision right here was supposed to go over there. It says there's an X there. All right, let's go drive in some steaks. Let's see here. Ah, here we go. Let's drive in some steaks, guys. Mallet. All right, let's drive in steaks. Aim. And wait, aim. And wow! Nope. And nope, that didn't do it. Swing. Nope. There it goes. Oh, there we go. Aha! All right, that did it. Okay. That steak is driven. I find this satisfying. I don't know if it's doing it for you guys, those out there playing Crimson Desert. I think Grand Theft Auto has a lot to live up to. Not only for itself, but just for like being able to compete in today's age of expectations for video games. Pushing. Where am I pushing this? Where am I pushing it? Where? So, where? Oh, into the... Okay. Let's... push it. Push it good. Smash the rock. Okay, so we need to get rocks out of the way. Okay, let's get the hammer. Let's stand up. Go ahead, stand up. There you go. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Alright, so do that, and we'll smash. Smash! Smash! Smash the rock. What do I smash? I'm probably using the wrong weapon. Pickaxe? Yes, this will do it. Haha! Pickaxe versus a hammer. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Hi-ho! 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 It's off to work we go. We're hammering stakes and breaking rocks and pushing carts. Hi-ho! No, 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 I don't want to. No, no, no. Let's put that away. There we go. Alright, now let's push. 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 Alright, fine. We'll take the stone. Because stone is extremely valuable. Let's push. Smash the rock and push the wagon into the tent. Oh wait, is there a rock in front of it? Nope. No rock in front. Non-sack players. Which is anyone else but me. How do I push this wagon? Precision jump? Kick? Let's kick it. Smash the rock and push the wagon into the tent. Alright, do I need to pick up all the rocks? Are we in tutorial mode? Alright. Even though your rocks are behind the wagon. Okay. I smash the rocks. Hold on, do I need to smash the rocks that are... Oh. Wait. I'm confused. There's no rocks. There's no rocks. Oh. They want me to push it into this tent. I thought I was pushing it into the other tent. Hey, you know you could help there, whatever your name is, I've forgotten. Alright. Raise the banner. I really now feel like these right here, these sacks, were supposed to go over to the other side. So now I gotta carry them back. Don't mind me. I just don't know what I'm doing. Location, press the We've now spent 2 hours playing this game, and I know that there's combat to be done. I know that there's exploration. I know that there's activities, mini games, gear collection, gear crafting, gear refinement, NPCs to talk to. There's so much to do. I know that showing off any part of Crimson Desert is probably showing you such a small portion of what this game is. Alright, yeah. So I essentially moved all of these sacks to the wrong spot. And I'm wondering if I'm supposed to take all of those sacks as well. I don't mind. Got to do work properly. Alright, let's go pick up the rest of these sacks. Let's go pick this one up too. The character does a very good job, or the character model animations do a very good job of making it feel like I, as a player, have control and have a little bit more accuracy when it comes to interacting with things. A little more precision. Now, whether or not I can stack these more properly, that might be a challenge. I really hope this is what they're wanting me to do. I don't know if they're wanting me to take the sacks from here and put them over here, or if they wanted me to pick up the sacks that were already over here. It's gonna be a bummer. Now see how I just don't know. I just do not know. I don't know if this is where they're supposed to go or not. Well, I've got 5 more. We'll see if this was properly done. Oh no, if this isn't it. Well, I think I'll just start throwing them. Nope, I guess I can't. Which I guess would make sense. Please tell me that what I'm doing is proper. Please. No. Carry the sack. Carry the sack. Alright guys, we got 2 more to place to see if this is what we were supposed to be doing. quite possible that I was supposed to bring them all towards the center, but I did, and nothing happened. So I'm gonna assume that the central location that we're working on needs to be cleared. I hope. Oh, I hope. Alright, one more. Twas a little bit of chore, wasn't it? Alright, this should be the last one. Oh no. Oh no. No. It's supposed to be these sacks. Are we stacking everything over here? What's wrong with where the sacks were? As much as I like it, I'm just not 100% sure this is where they're supposed to go. Maybe I'll throw these. Yeah, you here to help? Please tell me you're here to help. You're not here to help, are you? Some heavy bags. Okay, I'm gonna take the information of them. It feels like the orange highlight is where stuff is at. The X is where I need to take it. I hope. I hope. I hope. I hope. I hope I'm doing the work right. And if I'm not, I might just quit because it's 2 hours in anyway. Alright, so as soon as we're done with this, we'll call that a good stream. Ease, this one's heavy. Alright, maybe one more. Maybe. If we have to get these little sacks as well, maybe we can throw them. It would be nice. Says there's still more there to get. Still more sacks to move. Alright, so if these sacks right here, okay. I'm going to carry all of them. Oh, that's a one carry, huh? Okay. It's still showing a shadow there, like there's stuff there still to gather. Which is a little worrisome. I don't see any more sacks here, folks. We might have misunderstood the mission. What I'm thinking here... Oh, maybe there's more sacks. Let's go check. Is there more sacks? Let's go look for more sacks, guys. I don't know. Oh, wait, there's a fast travel point here. Let's go activate that real quick. Oh, little run a little bit too far. Alright. I think we may call it. I'm not sure what they're asking me to do. Where is it? It's saying that there's still stuff here. I don't see any more sacks. Unless I'm supposed to take the sacks from there and put them there. And then take the sacks that were there and then put them there. that's something that I'll probably do off stream, because I think we're good for now. All right, let me give a quick save here. Save. Gonna save right here. Overwrite. Yes, please. Alright, y'all. I think that's going to do it for now. I will be streaming a little bit later today. I'll do some chores, go take a walk, wake myself up. It's pretty early in the morning, about 8 a.m. Started streaming at 6 a.m. Yeah, I know that I didn't really show off much of the game. But I will tell you guys that Crimson Desert has a lot of boxes that I'm just checking off of the things that I like about it that keeps me coming back and keeps entertaining me. I'll have to figure out this boxes thing. I'm not 100% sure what I'm missing there. Let me see if I can get a white light here. That's super bright, ain't it? Let's go with red light. No. Yellow light? Is that brighter? It might just be my overall screen here. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Muffin, for hanging out. Appreciate your time. Again, your time is a valuable resource that you don't get back, so I always appreciate you spending some of it here with me. I will be back maybe within an hour. If not, it'll be 2 hours, but it will be later today, all the way into the evening, and then a lot of streaming tomorrow, and then maybe a little bit on Sunday, and then I'm back to my normal routine of streaming maybe on Saturdays or streaming early in the morning for 2 hours. But again, I thank you so much, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Hope to see you in future streams. As always, thank you so much. Bye.